All right, so this is Bitcoin. Let me go back. Have a look. Wow, look at that. Amazing. Front run of the POC. Bam, 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 bam. Attempted to attack the POC twice. I mean, it's hard to kind of look at your charts and see what's going on, for it to follow what's going on, and to say that something else is going on, isn't it? It's hard, isn't it? I can't just look at this and go, wow, that's following my lines. What do I do? Nothing. You just have to follow the lines. And on Tuesday, I kind of said the same thing. I said maybe the short was over, but actually maybe it's not. Maybe it wasn't over. Look at that. Perfect short. Update the volume and see. Okay, so do you see that? The POC has actually shifted a little bit too. And that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. Look at that. It's kind of where we're at now in terms of volume. So the POC was front run, but it shifted, and back from Tuesday we had this, and look at that. We've cleared a whole bunch of liquidity. And I kind of think, actually, why not go down to test the neckline of this inverse head and shoulders now? I kind of think that we could go up and hit the POC again. It is possible. Let me just draw my bring my lines back in. Yeah, we hit the single prints, bounced off them. We cleared that monthly naked point of control, that daily point of control. That's cleared. Let's see the higher time frame levels. We've cleared these daily levels, daily. We've washed them. I'm going to get rid of them now. And the CME gap is gone. So that's kind of what I wanted. I wanted us to go up, clear a bunch of liquidity. What that means is that if we go up again, there's a lot less liquidity to resist the price. But we've got a really nice reaction from the area of interest. We've hit those single prints and bounced off them. And now we're getting a little bit of a rejection. When I was looking at the order flow on wrong screen, on XO charts, you can clearly look at that. That's ultra bearish order flow. This is bearish. Look at that. So a long has come in just now. That's 5 minutes. Plus 16 increase in open interest. Net longs plus 12 million. Look at the CBD. The CBD is flying. It's flying through the roof, isn't it? And look at the price. The price hasn't budged. So you got massive sell orders that have been placed here. Limit orders been placed here. Just absorbed those market buys. Didn't even flinch. The price didn't even flinch. This is ultra bearish. Ultra bearish. Look at that. The CBD's gone all the way above all of these highs. The price hasn't moved. Okay. We're underneath the daily open. We're underneath the VWAP. This is bearish. Bearish day today. The order flow is bearish. But what can I say? You can't get more bearish than that, to be honest with you. So there's no longs. It's looking like a bearish day, which kind of confirms what I was seeing. Rejection from the point of control. Rejection from this area of interest, which was where there was a large amount of liquidity. I'm going to hide all this now. And I kind of still think the same thing. I think why not come back down to test the neckline of this inverse head and shoulders that I drew out. It's taken a while to hit, hasn't it? It's taken a while to get there. but it finally got there. Do we go down to the 50 fib? Do we go down to the 50 fib? That's the question. Getting a little bit of lag. Apologies for that. Should come back soon. Do we go down to the 50 fib? Or do we stop at the 382? While there's a little bit of lag, I'm going to pause. Apologies for that. I can see my internet connection has just dropped in half for no reason. Getting a few drop frames. Sorry, apologies. I have no control over this. Apologies. Let me know if you can still hear me. If you can still see me. Hey, mate. Kraftkopf. Hey, mate. How's it going? Nice to see you. I don't know why your message didn't come on screen. Let me just see why. It should come on screen. It's a bit weird. Let me try and figure that out. Right, the internet is kind of slowly increasing in speed. I'm looking at the numbers now and it's kind of slowly going up. Come on, I want the internet to go up. I can't be hanging around with this lag. Let me see if this works. Yes, that worked. Yeah, my speed is kind of slowly increasing. It's up to 8 megabits uploads. My packet loss is decreasing. How annoying is this? We have to rely on the internet to do anything these days. You can't just live life and enjoy life. We have to trust others. Hopefully back. All right, and we're going to continue. I can see the internet's almost back at peak speed. Hopefully you guys are going to rejoin. So I'm going to go right back into the flow. Apologies for that. So I've drawn a fib extension. What I'm going to do here now, just on this, just in this rise, and have a look at the volume. We're coming back down to the point of control of this little pump. So we are still a little bit above support potentially. I can't see any confluence apart from possibly lower down where I've kind of drawn. Let me extend that a little bit just to kind of capture the whole inverse head and shoulders here. I don't really see much alignment except all the way down at the golden pocket, but that we're back into the inverse head and shoulders, and I don't think that would be bullish. And then we have this kind of trend line here as well. Do we break down from the trend line, come down to the neckline for a pump? This is a tricky one, huh? This is a tricky one. I still think the 50 fib at the neckline is probably still the best area of interest. I can't see any major confluence on liquidity that kind of captures my imagination. But to be honest with you, I do see something lower down. I do see something lower down, and that's why I'm going to kind of put it. See at the golden pocket, we have this daily point of control. And the hard thing is this, yeah, in terms of Confluence, in terms of good places to long, in terms of trading, I would say arguably lower down at the golden pocket here with this naked daily point of control, just losing this rise, uprise volume value area low would be the best place to long, just because you have the Confluence. Yeah. But once you're back into this neckline of this inverse head and shoulders, you've invalidated this inverse head and shoulders. This inverse head and shoulders, which is a bullish pattern, all of a sudden becomes bearish. Okay? It's just the way it is. Bullish patterns which are invalidated are bearish patterns. Bearish patterns which are invalidated are bullish patterns. Yeah? So when you look at like a bullish pattern like this, you think, yeah, this is bullish. This is bullish. Right now, this is a bullish pattern. It's an inverse head and shoulders. You've had the measured move. You've had the breakout. Now you're coming back to test the neckline. That's the breakout. Okay. If you lose the neckline, then what this whole structure becomes an overall, it becomes a bearish pattern. It's no longer bullish. It's an invalidated bullish. So that's bearish. The only way to make an invalidated bullish pattern, which is bearish, to become bullish again would be to invalidate that a second time. So you're effectively coming down here, finding support, which is invalidating this bullish pattern, i.e. it becomes bearish, to go up and get back above the neckline. Does that make sense? And then that returns to becoming a bullish pattern again. That's how it works, right? So right now I'm thinking to myself, we go down for a neckline test. That's important. Okay. You lose the neckline. Your next long is going to be the golden pocket where you've got this naked daily point of control. That's going to be a mini long because you're only target there. And so this long that I have marked out here really is for the neckline. Yeah, it's the neckline long. You lose that, you're effectively looking for a scalp, which could turn into a swing at the golden pocket, depending on how the price reacts back at the neckline, because actually the neckline becomes your short after you react off that long, because you're not really expecting us to go up and reclaim that neckline. But if you do, you're expecting the shorts to load up for a compound, and then you're looking for a crazy short down there. And effectively you're going up and rejecting. It could be a little bit wider, but that's kind of what you're imagining. And then if you reclaim, effectively that is a really shitty long, but these like shitty longs could develop into better longs depending on how the price behaves. To take profit, and if it reclaims, you can compound. But actually, if you reclaim the neckline after losing this pattern, you're looking at a breakout long. You're looking at a breakout long to reclaim. So reclaim long, and then that will pump all the way through, probably to all-time highs, probably. Okay. So the first test is going to be the neckline of this inverse head and shoulders. That'll be a really nice long if it holds. Lose that, you're coming for a scalp. All the way down to back test this neckline. Back up to the neckline for a short. the shorts fail and the neckline is reclaimed, then you're looking for a juicy breakout long. That's basically how I'm imagining it at the moment. So let me just kind of put that into a group of drawings. So there are some options, and effectively kind of, oh fuck, what did I do? Get rid of that. I'll draw it again. So effectively go down, test, that's your long. Lose the long, you go down for a scalp to there. Short, down, or reclaim, up. Kind of like that. Something like that. And the whole thing rotates around the idea of a neckline. So that's going to be a really important line in the price. Now, can the price hold here and pump? Always can, okay? And so while shorts are looking happy, the price can always hold here and pump. No one knows what's going to happen. No one can predict the future. It's an idea of what could happen in the future. It's not what is going to happen. And that's why you have to use correct risk management in your trades, because you can always lose your trade. All right. And that's it. And you move to the next trade. That's how it works. But ultimately, that's what I'm thinking right now. This is looking like a lower high. Could we go in and put a higher low and then just get out of here? It's possible. You know, there's lots of possibilities here. But I think this neckline is really important. So let's keep an eye on that for the future. I'm not going to do anything else on Bitcoin. I can clearly see that the order flow is freaking bearish. Bearish AF. This is really bearish. So as long as it's bearish, you shouldn't be longing. If anything, you should be shorting or looking for short entries. And right now, I think neckline, if it holds long, if it fails, long lower down for a scalp, then short. If the short fails, then breakout long. All right. It's kind of where I'm at right now with Bitcoin. It's kind of how they order. The price is going to flow or could flow. You have to look at the order flow to see if you're going to get bullish or bearish CVD at the areas of interest. But that's kind of where I'm at right now with Bitcoin. Let me just have a look at the daily candles right now. Yeah, that's pretty bearish. Look at that. Yesterday's candle's bearish. Swing failure of these highs. Close lower. Up 50% of the wick and then a rejection. It's a bearish day today. Clearly, it's a bearish day. 3-day candle looks good because it's a bullish engulfing. But usually, with these 3-day candles, we definitely go down to test, and it could be a bet. It could be a bull trap. That kind of looks like a bull trap to me. And then the weekly candle. We'll see how the weekly end is. Yeah, last week was really good, to be honest with you. The volume is good, but let's see how this week ends. Let's see how it ends this weekend. The interest rates weren't great. The interest rates dropped 0.25%. That was expected. It was priced in. It wasn't like, wow, interest rates down 0.5%. Pump, pump, pump. So anyway, let's just see how the charts play out. Technicals are king. Fundamentals are usually rubbish. Let's just focus on the technicals. That's what we're doing right now. And I would say that is Bitcoin, unless there's any other questions. That's Bitcoin for this morning. I can quickly move into something else. Let's have a look at Bitcoin dominance actually while we're at it. I mean, Bitcoin dominance is still kind of struggling to go up. So I would still say we're kind of looking to go down on Bitcoin dominance. I'm not thinking up. And so naturally, I'm still thinking we have room to go up with Bitcoin and altcoins. That's what it looks like. Binance coin made an all-time high yesterday. I don't really look at Binance coin, but it's a well impressive feat for Binance to do that. It tipped $1,000. That's a massive take profit, by the way. If anyone has BNB coin, you do take profit at $1,000. That's psychologically, it's a really important resistance level. You don't just hold on to your Binance coin just because you think it's going to go to $10,000 and pump. You do take profit at this. This is a good take profit, huh? 991. So it's just food for thought if anyone has that. But Binance has made all-time highs. Solana's has made all-time highs in the past. ETH has made all-time high. Bitcoin's made all-time high. Now we're looking for a lot of the other altcoins to XRP's made all-time. We're looking for a lot of we're looking for a capital rotation, aren't we? Royale wants Quantex, right?